Good afternoon, Hi, everybody. It's Madeline, the Fit Vegetarian. Welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. I'm wearing my green. I'm representing today so I don't get pinched. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful St. Patty's Day. Today, I want to discuss healthy eating on a budget. I know that, we all have our grocery budget that we try to stick to as best as we can, because I don't know about you, but I work too hard for my money to not be mindful of how I spend it. And having a family of five, it's a larger size family, and so I do try to stick to the budget as best as I can when I go to the grocery store. I don't just blindly, pick whatever I want without thinking that's a little too expensive this week, I'm going to pass on that item. Because I do that. If something is too expensive, I ask myself, do I really need that product? Do I need that fruit right now? Do I need whatever it is? And if the answer is no, it can wait. It'll go on sale eventually. So let's talk about, okay, you've decided you want to clean up your nutrition, but man, oh man, you don't want to go over your budget. I hear you. I'm right there with you too. We all have a budget. So I want to give you some tips that you can hopefully incorporate so that when you go grocery shopping, you don't break the bank and you don't come home feeling like, wow, I just went over twofold or threefold on what I was supposed to spend. So here are some of my tips. I have just 5 tips for you today. The first one is buy in season. Okay, so when, for example, if you're craving peaches, let's say, and that's a summer fruit, well, when you see peaches in the store and they're so overpriced, if they're not in season, it's because they're being imported from other countries. So you have to pay that extra cost that it takes for those peaches to make it to your local grocery store. So you have to decide, how badly do you want that item? How badly do you want those peaches? And just shop in season. That's my biggest tip right there. So the more in season the produce is, whether it's a fruit or a veggie, the cheaper you're going to get it for. So shop in season. Now, tip number 2 is, if you just absolutely have to have it, well, heck, hello, go to the frozen food section, right? And buy frozen peaches or buy frozen strawberries or whatever it is, frozen corn. Just make sure that you do read your ingredient label, because you want to make sure that it is a clean food and that it doesn't have any added sugars or added preservatives or anything else. So when you look at the label, you want to make sure that the only ingredient in there is just that particular item. So whether it's strawberries, it should just have strawberries. That's it, nothing else. It shouldn't have sugar, it shouldn't have anything else on there. So that's how you know that a product is clean, okay? So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Now, tip number 3 is to comparison shop. Yes, you're adulting. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but this is kind of the adult's homework. You get those circulars every week in the mail, the ones that they come Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you live, and they have all the sales for all of your local grocery stores. Don't just throw them away. I skim through them really fast and I determine, look at what's on sale at grocery store A. I need to get myself over there because that's a great bargain, right? And I'm not telling you to go to 5,000 different grocery stores, because A, who has the time for that? I certainly don't, and I know you probably don't either. And B, you're going to be spending not only your time, but gas driving from one grocery store to the next, and that's just not for me, okay? No thank you. So I will go to a maximum of 2 grocery stores, and that's it. I draw the line there. So check out your circulars, make a list. What I do is I just make a list. Okay, grocery store A has this on sale, and that's what I need to get from there. Grocery store B has this, and this, and that's what I'm getting from there. And that's it. You comparison shop. Also, your local grocery stores have what they call club cards or club memberships. Those are free memberships, and they give you really great discounts. So it's kind of like shopping with coupons, without actually like clipping coupons or anything, because you'll go to the store and it'll say, you know, like apples, for example, the club price is whatever, and it's much cheaper than the regular price, and it doesn't cost you anything to be a member of the club, as opposed to like the big bulk warehouses like Costco or Sam's Club, where you do have to pay for a membership. Sometimes it's worth it. For my family, for example, we are Costco members. I shop there all the time, and it's worth it for us because we're a larger family and it's more cost effective. So, but you have to see what's best for you and your family and your situation. Because if you're like just feeding yourself or yourself and another person, it probably is not cost effective to pay for a membership and then buy a lot of stuff in bulk. Which brings me to tip number 4, the clearance rack. Did you know that your grocery store has a clearance rack? Newsflash! Yes, clearance racks, you guys. Always take a look, swing by the clearance rack. If you don't know where it is, ask one of the employees, hey, where's your clearance rack? They will have fresh produce there that is either overly ripe or other stuff that's about to expire that they need to move out. So it's a great opportunity to get good food that has been greatly reduced. So for example, there might be bananas on the clearance rack that are just super ripe and nobody wants to buy them. Well, guess what? You may not like to eat super ripe bananas. I don't either. But I'll get those bananas, and when I get home, I'll peel them, cut them up into small pieces, throw them into a Ziploc baggie, put them in the freezer, and when I want a smoothie with bananas, I've got that ready to go. So you have to think a little bit outside of the box to save some money. Okay, and my final tip, tip number 5, is buy in bulk. And I know what you're thinking. Madeline, when I buy in bulk, I end up throwing away a lot of what I buy because it spoils before I can even eat it all up, right? I understand. Been there, done that myself until, what could it be? Well, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out, because tomorrow I'm going to be giving you some tips on buying in bulk and how to make your grocery store finds last longer. Okay, so tune in for that tomorrow. But I do want to stress that you can eat healthy and still be on your budget. You just have to be a little creative with it and do a little bit of research before you go grocery shopping, and you'll do great. I promise you. Just, give it a shot the next time that you're going to go grocery shopping, and do not do impulse buying. Always go with your list, stick to your list, and stick to the sales. All right? Because you can fuel up for a fit life. Have a great day, you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.